Radio show on the Maryland Sports Radio Network, presented by CQ. Take a different direction in banking with CQ. Visit secumd.org. Now, live from Buffalo Wild Wings in College Park, here's Mark Turgeon and Johnny Holiday.
And this portion of the Mark Turgeon Radio Show is brought to you by Toyota, where we can always go places. On the Terrapins roster this year, they've got one senior, John Auslander, 7 juniors, 5 sophomores, and 3 freshmen, and DeMonte Dodd, A.J. Metz, and Roddy Peters. And Varun Ram joining us tonight from the Terrapins team. And Varun, who's the toughest guy that you go up against in practice every day?
I'd have to say Dez. Just because Dez, even when things aren't going his way at practice, like, he's going to compete. And, you know, he likes to push me around a little bit with his size, but, you know, I love it. You know, it's fun for me. And he really challenges me to get better and push him, too. So he's probably the toughest player I got to go against.
How about the toughest adjustment from coming from the school you played at 2 years ago, Trinity, to now to University of Maryland?
Honestly, you know, I don't think people give Division III basketball enough credit. You know, there's some really, really good teams out there. But the biggest difference really just like the size and the speed of the game here. Everything's just so much faster. Everyone's bigger, stronger. You know, just getting adjusted to that. Like, some things I could get away with at the Division III level, I can't get away with here. So, you know, that's the biggest adjustment I've had to make.
And, Coach, there's that small line that separates a good Division I player, 2 player, and 3 player.
Well, there's so many good players anymore, and they're just, every year it just amazes me. I go out and I recruit, and just the talent level just goes deeper and deeper, which is great for coaches. And I think that's why you see the Wichita States and the Butlers and VCUs and all those schools. There's just so many good players, and sometimes they get lucky because a kid doesn't sign early and they still have a scholarship, and a kid blows up and they get a great player. So, but all levels are good. You know, the D3 level I don't know as well. I know D2 is a heck of there's a lot of really good teams in D2. And D3 is probably a little bit, style of play is a little bit different, but they're really well coached, and the kids are really disciplined. Obviously smart kids, borderline Ivy League type young men.
Sure.
And so they're very disciplined teams. And, you know, Catholic came here, they didn't have the athletes that we have, but they were very disciplined in what they were trying to do, and they were just overwhelmed by our athletic ability.
Varun, Coach talked about how good this team can be. They can be very, very good, but it's up to you guys to make sure they're good.
Right, we talk about that all the time. You know, it's in our hands, really. You know, we have such a high potential to, you know, be so good and go far in the tournament. But it's really just coming to practice every single day, trying to get better. It's not like we can do it in one day. It's, you know, it's a marathon. It's a long season, and you know, just keeping that in mind as we practice every day and coming out and really giving it our best effort. That's the most important thing. It's really in our hands.
I stopped by practice today, and I saw Coach in there with you guys working in that performance center. I don't think there's any performance center as good as Maryland's in the country. And once you guys get out of there, after working out for an hour or whatever it is that you work out with, I bet you can't wait to play a game. That's the easy part. That workout is tough.
Right. No, Kyle Tarp does a really good job. You know, Coach Kyle, he really knows what he's doing, and he challenges us. And, you know, I take that, you know, I really like to enjoy that part too, you know. It's not just, these days, it's not just like go out and play. There's so much other things you need to do with getting in the weight room, getting stronger, you know, getting your recovery after practice, you know, good nutrition. You know, Coach Kyle does a really good job of that. But, you know, the most fun thing is obviously playing and practice and games and all that.
These guys work hard in that performance center, don't they, Coach?
They do, and really what Varun said there at the end, the nutrition part of it, you know, each guy can eat differently. Some guys got to pound the calories. Some of them have to hold back, eat a little bit differently. So Kyle's really on that. You know, we're out for dinner Thursday night before a game in a nice Italian restaurant, and we're watching every move Charles is making, that he's not trying to sneak a roll or potato or something. And then the guy next to him, Roddy, can eat whatever he wants, but he doesn't like to eat, and he needs to eat. So he does a good job. And then we do I think a really nice job with recovery. You know, these guys jump in the cold tub, or they stretch. They do a lot of things to recover so that their legs are fresh and ready to go tomorrow for practice.
So many things to help them get better and to continue to stay at the even keel.
Yeah, they're spoiled. They're pretty lucky and very spoiled, and it's a lot different. You know, we have Jeff Gilbert who, you know, gives them massages twice a week, try to prevent injuries and, obviously to get their legs back underneath them. So there's a lot of things that go into today's game. And these kids who work hard, they got a lot of pressure on them today. With the internet, it's a lot different. Back when you and I played, Johnny, and they didn't have newspapers when you played, Johnny.
No, they did not.
They just had that when I played.
It was teletype, I think.
No, was it? So, but it's a lot more pressure on these kids today.
Well, Varun, you got the home opener. It'll be an exciting night on Wednesday night. Abilene Christian comes in, and you guys will be 1-1 by about 10 o'clock on Wednesday night. I guarantee you, you got to bounce back with a great performance. That'll be a wonderful atmosphere to finally get going at home here too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, now this year I can actually suit up, so it's different. And last year I had to sit on the bench in the suit, which is still fun. But I think this will be a lot more fun. And our home opener, I think we have a great crowd, and I'm really excited to.
Well, we thank you for being with us, and we hope you'll come back again.
All right, thanks.
Okay, my friend. Varun Ram from Maryland basketball. We'll take a break, and Coach and I will come back. We'll continue as the Mark Turgeon Radio Show is presented by